evening, I went on a walk on the wild side with the resort's resident naturalist, Winston Marshall. So Winston, you've spent most of your life in the jungle.
Yes, since I was 13 years old, working in timber camps and later on as a platoon commander in the jungle combat unit, comprising mainly Ibans, which is why I know their language, their customs, and what I know about the jungle I learned from them.
So Winston, what's so unique about the jungle of Sarawak?
To the people here, the jungle is like a supermarket, pharmacy and warehouse all rolled into one. Supermarket because there are so many edible plants to eat. There's right in front of me, there's an edible fern. Pharmacy because there are so many medicinal plants, and some of the people, the clinic is too far away from the Longhouse, so they still rely on the jungle. And warehouse because there are so many things in the jungle that can be used to make hats, mats, baskets, houses, even clothing. You see this leaf here?
Yeah.
This is jungle sandpaper. Just feel it. You see that brass stud?
Yep.
It's not shining. Now watch.
Ah, beautiful and shiny.
Right?
Yeah.
You can keep that and give it to your wife and she can do her fingernails with it. Memory board.
Thank you. Winston's jungle trail provides its share of excitement, and it takes you gingerly across the gorges and gullies on rope bridges. And then a further climb up the wooden scaffolding takes you high into the treetops. Where another rope bridge takes you to a tree house. And a view across the lake to Indonesian Kalimantan. So Winston, we're 40 metres up here in our treetop platform.
That's right. When the Ibans plant rice, they plant on the slopes of a hill or on the side of the ridge, but they never chop down the big trees on the top of the hill or on the top of a ridge, because that is the home of the gods. You are now in the home of the gods. They leave the big trees like this.
You're very sure-footed, Winston.
You can get water from this vine. What you do is you cut the vine here and you cut it here, hold it up, air pressure forces the water out. You can hold the vine up and drink the water from it, but you must be careful to choose the right one. Some will make you sick, some will make you high like you're on cheap drugs, and one of them will actually kill you. This is a honey pot, and these bees don't sting. That honey pot goes deep down into the roots, and that hole there was dug by the sun bear, the Malayan sun bear. These are the claw marks of the bear. The deep claw marks like this are the mother, and the small ones are the claw marks of the baby bear. The story that tells you is that both the mother and the baby went up and down the tree a few times to come dig out the honey pot, sit up in the branches and suck out the honey from the honey pot.
After our nature walk, Winston guided us back to base camp.
Season, there are lots of fruit.
In the afternoon, we boarded a long-tail boat, speeding our way through the still waters of the lake and river systems, where the deep jungle greens cascade down to the water's edge. We arrived to the jungle hideaway of an Iban Longhouse, and after Winston received our invitation, we climbed upstairs to see the village lifestyle. This is a typical Iban Longhouse that you can visit when you come to Sarawak. A whole village under one roof. And there are 14 families living here, 95 residents in all. And this is the communal veranda where the daily activities of the group take place. And behind these walls, the private quarters of the 14 families. So Nindang, you are the son of the chief.
Yes, I am the son of the chief.
And who is this?
She is my mother, the wife of the chief.
And where is the chief?
The chief will be going out to work in his pepper garden.
In the pepper garden.
Yes.
So Nindang, what are the cash crops of your longhouse?
Number 1 is pepper, number 2 is rubber, 3 is fish farm, 4 is tourism.
Tourism?
Yes.
So are the tourists welcome in the longhouse?
Yes, they are always welcome to our longhouse.
I see why you have a communal room. We were then entertained in traditional Iban style, dance routines in full costume, to the accompaniment and rhythms of the village brass band. "75% of Sarawak is still green, and the rivers were and still are to a large extent the highways of the country. A beautiful country, and the people are lovely, and you can't help but fall in love with the place as you travel through the lush green rainforests."